Alright, before we get started, just know that this is supposed to catch you up on everything that's happened, because there's been so much updates recently. Okay, I mean there's a lot. Ever since EToH started, yeah, there's so much updates. So hopefully this is very informative, it's something different, and I hope you enjoy it. Shortly after the transferal of ownership and the chaos calming down, Citadel of Quadrilaterals was put in the insane difficulty. Then the puzzles for Zone 10, formerly known as Zone 9B, began. Then shortly after this, COQ was nerfed down, back to Remorseless. Then the day after, they decided to undo one of Duke's changes and call branching areas subrealms again. On the same day, they decided to name Zone 9B, now known as Zone 10, to be Interstellar Shore. Sadly, we begin the month of February by learning that the Christmas event 2024 wouldn't be complete, and all the incomplete stuff would have to be moved to Christmas 2025. However, the development team decided to redo the Trello roadmap in 2 quarters, so we knew what goals they were trying to achieve at what times. And on the same day, JToH V6 kit had a bunch more progress done. And for a major update 2 days later, they finally came up with the name Eternal Towers of Hell, removing Duke's name from the title of the game. And on the same day, Zone 9B's tower puzzles finally finished, and they also renamed Zone 9B into Zone 10. There isn't a lot of proof to back this up, but there is evidence to say the towers were made more beginner friendly earlier on for new players. And about 5 days after these supposed changes, Steeple of Faded Memories was actually removed, and what's stranger is that it was done without announcement. On the same day, Zone 10 bug testing started, and plenty of good progress has actually been made. A day after this, Silent Abyss's connection to Ring 4 was finally reinstated. A day after this, Ring 7 gets a massive overhaul, with new portal rooms, an OST, and a new mini tower called F-Fast. However, this was the same day that Christmas event 2024 did end. Tower of Infuriation from the Legacy event was added to Ring 1 as Tower of Noticeable Infuriation. Alongside this big update in Ring 1, another update which revamped Tower of Madness and was heavily anticipated finally released, and on the same day, Garden of Ishal had a new tower called Not Even a Flower, and very recently it was announced that Ring 9 will get a new terrifying tower. This tower is called Tower of Journey's End by Eterna. Now that we've gone over everything that we know has happened, let's go over some things that should happen eventually. Like I said before, Tower of Journey's End should be releasing soon, maybe sometime around March. Another thing I think will release around March is the Ring 2 revamp. This is because it's almost done. However, something we know will happen eventually is the story contest for the Ring 7 Archive of the Stars will be ended on March 1st. Along with this, the Tower Building Kit version 6, as I've mentioned prior, should release sometime around March as it's projected to. This year, the game could get a big recode, which redoes all of the code, may make the game run faster, and overall it's just better for game development on the developer's end. Finally, throughout the year and maybe going into 2026, we should see more lobby revamps of Rings 1 to 6, overhauls of Rings 8 to 9 and Lost River, and Zones 1, 2 and Arcane Area should also get these revamps. Hopefully that was informative. It was really fun to make and I want to do more like it. So I'll open up a poll eventually on mine and JToH's Discord server. The poll is available to everyone who is able to join the Discord server and will decide whether I continue with these kinds of update videos or not. Also, we have a pretty cool community over there, so it'd be cool if you can check that out. I suppose you can also like, subscribe and all of that stuff. Alrighty, goodbye.